Well, hello, beautiful. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I'm going to be doing a short video on books and business as I did last year on Mondays. I want to tell you something that happened to me last year. For some reason, I still am not able to create videos using an app and upload them onto YouTube. Therefore, I have to go live and the videos only last 10 minutes. So I just want to tell you a scripture for today. It says, all things work to the good of those that love the Lord. It didn't say some things. It didn't say sometimes. It just said all things. So I want to give you an example of how this has worked to my advantage. One thing I am working on in my life is using my time wisely and timing myself. So this has really helped me to break my videos down into smaller segments. Now, yesterday I ended up doing 3 videos, so that was a total of about almost 30 minutes. Didn't do quite as well as I could have yesterday, so I'm going to move on to the topic for this video today. I want to tell you about 2 resources if you want to improve your credit score or your business credit score. I like to follow and look at videos of other people also, and I like to share them. I'm not all about myself and my channels. So one resource that I would like to tell you about right now, and I'm going to put on my readers, I've messed them up, but I'm going to put these on, is Money Time. This is the name of the YouTube channel. Money Time with Ebony, Ebonnie, Dion, Dion. She has a video that was posted about 3 days ago with a guest in her video. And this guest in her video has worked in credit in all different areas. Right now, I believe she's working in a bank. She's worked as just a consumer on the consumer side, and then she's worked in another area. So she knows what she's talking about. The video is about, I believe that's about 50 minutes long, but again, you can forward or reverse to get to the parts you like. So if you want to boost your credit score instantly, I think it said instantly for about 250 points, it's worth the watch. And the next resource I would like to share with you is Shabiva, Shibivia, D apostrophe Empress, Shabiva D Empress. She has a video about building business credit. And if you have a business and you would like to build business credit, you might have to spend $20 or $30, but in a 2-month period, it will be worth it. That is a great video to watch. I've watched that one in its entirety, and I think it's worth passing on to you, okay? So that is going to be the 2 resources that I want to give you today about business. The next thing I'm going to tell you about are 2 books that I think are fabulous books. One of them happens to be mine, okay? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm going to share with you the reason why I'm sharing these books with you today, okay? First of all, it is still Black History Month, and we have 1 more week. This is the last week of this month. Next Monday is the end of February. This is a short month, the shortest month of the year. My book, I Can, right now is available only on Amazon. I do have some copies and will be ordering some more so that I can sell them myself. And I have something else in the works to go along with this book this year that I'm planning on. But the reason why I want to share this book with you is because I'm using this book in my story time, on my Storytime channel, along with the next book I'm going to tell you about. And it deals with African American history. But my book is for children, but it is also something that it may interest you. For instance, this month, the rest of this week, let me say this week, the rest of this week on my Storytime channel, I will be introducing children to sign language letters. We have been working on how to say hello and goodbye in different languages. I have 15 of them in my book. I'm going to move forward and we're going to do an introduction to either sign language letters. I may start that at the beginning of March because I'll have a whole 30 days and there are 26 letters in the alphabet. So I may just do the numbers. I don't really want to run ahead in the book, but my book helps children know about themselves. It covers all the senses, and it teaches or it helps them to learn how to even write a personal narrative at the end from the things that they have answered in the book, and they can go back to those pages. But one of the most important pages that I really love is about a name. Who named you? What does your name mean? Did it come from someone in your family? Did it come from someone in history? Do you like your name? So it helps a child have a sense of who they are, where they come from, and it teaches them a lot of things. There are a couple other pages that ask the child to fill in the blanks, and it starts with a sentence on each line, I can. And so they have to think about, what can I do? So I think this is an excellent book for children, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to tell you about this book. Now, the next book I want to tell you about is what I am going to be doing a video next on. So if you scroll down on this channel, you will see two other channels that I have. One of them is my Storytime channel, and my granddaughter will be joining me today to do a short conversation piece. So we're going to make two videos. One is going to be a short conversation, and the other one is going to be picking up and reading a couple of pages from this book. I want to tell you, this book called A Child's Introduction to African American History is not just for children. I know it's titled that, but I guarantee you, you will learn from this book. I am learning things from this book, okay? And I want to just read a little bit about the author, but I want to say this as far as books and business. Right now in America, CRT, critical race theory, is what a lot of states are trying to legislate and pass to keep African American history or racism from being taught about in public schools, in schools. That is why it is so important right now for me to continue where I left off with my Storytime channel last year and continue finishing this book. But the book is so interesting. You will learn about people like Viola Davis, Misty Copeland, Halle Berry. She was the first person, African American, to win an Oscar. Isaac Hayes, the birth of hip hop. Yesterday we talked about Pullman. Excuse me, I'm doing a video. Stop, please. When you see me, when you hear me talking, please don't do that. Thank you. Pullman Porters, Scottsboro Boys, Bad Medicine. That was about the U.S. Public Health Service conducting the syphilis study. So this is just a tidbit of some of the things that are still to come. But if you want to pick up at the very beginning of the book, go back to my videos from February last year and watch those, and you will have, if you can't get the book, you will have the very beginning pages of the book. But in those videos, I did it a little different. I read a book first. I had a feature book, and then I picked up on these pages of this book. But this year, I'm doing it different. I'm just going to be reading from this book so that I can finish this book. So my video is about to cut off, but I just want to tell you a little bit about Jabari Asim, and if the video cuts off, just tune in to my Storytime channel. Jabari Asim is the author of several adult and children's books, including Preaching to the Chickens, named one of the New York Times best illustrated books of 2016, and 50 Cents and a Dream, an NAACP Image Award nominee, CCBC Choices List Selection, School Library Journals Edition Choice, and Curtis Best Book. He is an associate